Hey, it's Ben and Sarah here for With the Sawyers.
We are here at River Campground. We just arrived a few minutes ago, about to set up camp. We are outside Tallulah Gorge State Park. Excited to hike this weekend, check out some things, and have a great time. Well, it's starting to get dark, but we have it completely set up, so I'll give you the grand tour of the space. So the campsite's actually pretty spacious. We have a nice little fire pit with our beach chairs. And then we have a 6-person tent, so plenty of room. So we have some foam mattresses that we set up here. And then it's really cool. There's a little like netting that sits up in the tent. Here, I'll add a little more light for you. And then my bag of snacks and our suitcases. So plenty of room. And then coming back out, we are actually on the edge of the campground. So this is all just a wooded area back here. Got a little grill, covered pavilion area. This is where we park. And then you can kind of see it down here. We are actually the only campers on this side right now. She said we should have it all to ourselves, but down there, just before you get to the rec building, is the bathroom as well. So not too far away, got some outside showers, and I think this is just gonna be the perfect little spot for the weekend.
After we set up, we knew it was going to start raining soon, so we decided to run over to Clayton, the town close by, and just grab some dinner at a place called Universal Joint. It was nice to just get out of the car and walk around and explore the town a little bit before getting back to camp.
Well, unfortunately, due to the weather, we didn't quite make it down to the, was it the gorge floor?
Yeah, the gorge floor today. So we're still gonna head over to Tallulah and at least hike the north and south rim, which should give us a really good view of the gorge from up high.
And hopefully we can still get down the steps, which are the overview of the gorge area.
Yeah, which I think are about 680 steps. So either way, it should be a good workout today. But first, coffee.
As soon as we got to the interpretive center that morning, we decided to ask and see if we would still be able to see the gorge floor and access the stairs that go down to the suspension bridge and the floor itself, and at least see where the permit would have taken us. Thankfully, they let us know since the weather cleared up, they were not going to close the stair access early, so we were able to make the executive decision to start with the stairs and go see the suspension bridge and check out the gorge floor before we did anything else in the park that day. Let me tell you, these stairs are so intense, I couldn't believe how much it took out of me. Woo. We're gonna go down the suspension bridge over the water. I'm so excited. All right. Ben's shaking it. Of course. Oh, cool.
Well, compared to the walk down, walk up is a wee bit more intense. So legs were a little shaky by the time I got to the bottom, and now I'm just stopping at platforms, making our way back up. Well, my aspirations were really big today. Originally, we were gonna get a floor permit and hike all the way down those stairs and hike all the way across the rocks and go to Tallulah Falls and climb back up, but that didn't happen. So we climbed all the way down the 680 whatever steps, and then we got up 200-ish of them, and there was a decision to go 310 back over the suspension bridge, or 347 to the north and south rim trail, which is 2 miles long, and I couldn't do it. It's too much.
Yeah, this morning I was a little tired, so we slept in and we missed the first permits. And so we decided to come out here anyway to do the stairs, which was a lot of fun. But also because it rained last night, it was very humid. But
very humid.
It's very beautiful.
It's really cool.
And we were gonna come back and do the gorge floor tomorrow, but they're doing the aesthetic flow release. So
every weekend from now until November, which means that it would be the level that it was before there was a dam here. And then he said in November, for every weekend, they do a white water flow release, which means people come down here and go whitewater rafting and whitewater kayaking. So pretty much every weekend from now until the end of the year, you cannot get a gorge floor permit. So today would have been our only chance, but with the weather, it was kind of questionable and we were exhausted, so still had a good time.
Oh, it was great.
Didn't quite do what we thought we were gonna do today.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a really nice hike. The trails are very well done. It's a lot of stairs.
And we have the rest of the weekend to come back and do another trail and check it out again, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, now that I've gotten a little rest, I figured I would show you guys a bit more outside of our campsite of the rest of the campgrounds. We're really close to the back bathroom, so we're gonna walk down there now. Just a short little walk as we run into Ben. So there's a few more campsites out here, a few areas to park RVs, a couple river cabins as well. Hiya. And then down here, we were told there's going to be a fun party on Saturday night for one of the ladies who works here's birthday. So this is actually a recreation building that you can rent. Right here is where the bathrooms are and the 2 little outdoor showers. And then here's some more views of the river cabins, different parts of the campground. And then there's also a lake down here that you could swim in at your own risk and fish in. Probably won't do that myself, but there's some pretty nice views. And that road right there is actually the road that takes you to Tallulah Gorge. So it's a really cute campground. Here's the thunder. Really inexpensive and close to a lot of things around here. We're only about 6 minutes away from Tallulah Gorge State Park and 15 minutes from the town of Clayton, which is probably where we're gonna go wander next because we have about 4 hours before our dinner reservation, so.
Okay, so one of the first stops I wanted to make was at Mountain Market because I heard it is a huge flea market, and I had to convince Ben to drive in because it looked like a construction site and he was convinced that it was going to be closed or we shouldn't go. Let me tell you, it was humongous. I mean, we probably spent an hour in there, and that was us just kind of faster pace looking at things with no intention to buy. I truly feel like you could spend the entire day here, and it's also probably the biggest collection I've ever seen of records. After we stopped there, we explored the town of Clayton, talked to a ton of locals, and actually had a really nice time. I didn't record anything inside because we were just chatting with people and hanging out, and it felt a little awkward to just be taking out my camera and showing you things, but we wandered in a lot of the little shops. We got some handcrafted ice cream, and then as we were leaving Clayton, we stopped at a place right across from our campground that sells hides, and we swung in and got a sheepskin hide, so that was really exciting. After we did that, we went to dinner, and this was a reservation I had made a while back. I heard really great things about this restaurant. It was such a cozy place to eat, and we ordered way too much food. All totally worth it though. They started it out with some cornbread with pumpkin butter, and it was real pumpkin butter. Then we got 3 different appetizers: Brussels sprouts, pork belly, and pumpkin gnocchi. And I wasn't really super hungry after that, so instead of getting a steak or something, I got some mushroom risotto, and Ben got some bison with cranberry chutney and sweet potatoes.
Hey, we're doing some waterfall hikes today. First up, Minnehana Falls.
Whoop, whoop.
This was a super quick 0.4-mile hike to a beautiful waterfall. We actually ran into several older couples on this trail and some couples with small children. So if you just are looking for something beautiful and short, this is a great hike to take kids or older family members on.
Oh, hi. Hello. Well, that was a great little hike, and now we're heading into Angel Falls and Panther Falls, which I'm really glad we noticed the sign on the side of the road because we haven't had service since we came out on this road. So we knew it was going to be somewhere on the way back, but I'm glad that we happened to see the sign. I think this path is about 2.5 miles, and we should be seeing both waterfalls.
These waterfalls are situated in the Chattahoochee National Forest, and we were actually close by a lot of campers and campgrounds as we walked the first section of this trail up to this point. It's a pretty easy trail overall, very level, not too much elevation, and all the way to the falls and all the way back is about 2.5 miles. I said it's pretty easy up until I hooked my shoelace, but that was really our only hiccup.
Back. Get to go back. There you go.
Shoelace. Yeah. No, it just caught me off guard. No, it just caught me off guard.
right, we made it to the top. It's a little bit longer than the last one, which is a good thing, but it's a really nice trail.
It is.
It's crazy humid today, but
Yeah.
awesome hike.
Not too much elevation.
Waterfall's gorgeous.
This is Angel Falls, and the one we saw earlier was Panther, so very beautiful.
I will also mention that the drive to all of the waterfalls is right past Lake Rabun, and it was beautiful. The houses, the boat houses, the views of the water. This is also the same lake that the restaurant we went to last night was on as well. We decided to spend a little extra time in the interpretive center. We learned about the woman who it's named after, Jane Yarn. We also learned about a little of the history of the area, how Tallulah Gorge came to be, and there's a whole mini museum we went through. Another really cool part of the museum was an exhibit on Nick Wallenda, who walked a tightrope across Tallulah Gorge and is actually the same guy who walked across Niagara Falls. And later on in the video, you'll see one of the towers he used for his tightrope.
Hey, it's probably our last day hiking. We decided to come back and do the rim trail today. So it's north and south rim. It should go all the way around the gorge. Should be a pretty good time.
Yeah, since we didn't get to it Friday. So they've done the aesthetic flow release from the dam. So there's definitely more water here today since the dam has been opened up.
See those people over there? That's where the stairs start. And they zigzag all the way down through there and go down that suspension bridge, and then it zigzags down again. And that's where the bottom, where you enter the gorge floor if you got the permit.
So that's where we were on Friday. And then you can see the very tippy top of the interpretive center where we start, where our car is parked right there. So when we walk down the original 310 steps to this ascension bridge, you walk across and you can either go down to the gorge, or you can come up these 347 steps to come to the North-South Rim Trail, which if I had the energy and it was less humid, we would have ended up here after walking up the stairs on Friday. So I suspect, just by looking down, where we would have ended up if we got the gorge floor permit the other day. So if you're looking out where the water is really rushing, where the suspension bridge is, I'm assuming the whole rock path would lead you down to that waterfall right there, which is Bridal Veil Falls, also known as Sliding Rock. I'm not 100% positive, but just based off the videos I've seen and looking at it, I'm pretty sure that's where we would have ended up to go sliding down a waterfall the other day. I decided to go for it, guys. Wish me luck. Well, I mean, we decided to go for it, but you know. Made it down. Almost there. Oh my gosh. I did it. Yay. Depends on a phone call being a realtor, but I will say he almost convinced me to go back down to the gorge floor again and do the 200 steps down and back up. I'm very glad I didn't. It's so much. But we're gonna continue on and see how much more we can explore today. But it really is a beautiful state park and just such a beautiful area to be in. Realtor life never stops. Is the tightrope tower. Use this tower to walk across the gorge. Walked from the overlook tower on the south rim during his walk. He did 2 headstands. Holy crap. Wild. There we go, that's a much better view.
That's sweet.
Yes, it is. Cool. So as we're standing here, I now realize what I thought was sliding rock definitely was not. So when we were on the other side, we were standing over there and I filmed down here, but now that we are looking at it, we realize that's just part of what we would have walked on the gorge floor, and then all the way down there is where Bridal Veil Falls is, so little bit further, but would have been really cool. Obviously, I assume it looks way different during the week when there's not a flow release and there's much more rocks to climb on, but one day we will come back and do this. Well, there you go. It also says it right there, so Bridal Falls.
Hey, it's Sunday, and we had originally planned to stay one more night, but everything's just a little damp, and
Including
we're
our
tired.
clothes.
Yeah, we're a little tired, so I think we're gonna break down camp and slowly make our way back home. Plus, I have a few appointments tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be easier overall. We can take our time, we're not rushing. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we're just gonna wrap things up here and head back to Savannah.
Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and all the YouTubey things. So, thanks.